Namaste, beautiful YouTube Coven. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to a brand new full moon flow. In today's practice, we are going to move and breathe and laugh to celebrate July's blessing full moon through Chandra Namaskar, moon salutations. So getting lost in some mindful movements, getting lost in our transitions, and getting lost in everything that the full moon means to us today. So sending our blessings out to the full moon, to those around us, and most importantly, to ourselves, basking in the glow of our journey. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Apparently, you're going to be joined today by Luna, so good luck for that, loops, isn't it? So, to begin today's practice, you're going to come straight away into a downward facing dog. So first set the roots in tabletop, spread the fingers, grip the mat, and then lift the hip bones to the sky, starting to pedal out the legs, bending into one knee, bending in to the other, start to stretch out those hamstrings. So this is just going to be a 20-minute soulful practice, finding magic through movement, connecting with this full moon energy as we celebrate the blessing full moon of July. Holding in stillness our down dog for a few breaths, so tucking the last rib in, bend the knees and squeeze the heels down towards the mat. Taking a beautiful deep breath in. On your breath out, gaze to the top of the mat. Maybe you take one big step or take a few little steps to bring yourself forward. Ragdolling it here, hold the elbows and just sway the body from side to side. On our next inhale, fingertips to the mat or hands to the shins to gaze forward, find length. Exhale, bend into the knees, roll the body to standing. First, pull the arms up and overhead, full body stretch. And then hands come to prayer at heart center, meeting in Tandasana, mountain pose. Closing the eyes and start to find a little rooting down through the legs. So today, we're going to work through some really soulful movements. So working through Chandra Namaskar, moon salutations, only taking it a few times, but it doesn't matter how many times you take it. Even coming to the mat today really sends out our gratitude to the full moon for all the blessings that it's presented us. So before we find some movement in our physical asanas, give yourself that important moment of acknowledgement to the strength of your mind for bringing you to the practice today. And if you'd like to set yourself an intention for the movement ahead, you can do so. Setting your intention in the mind and then sealing it with your breath. As all together we inhale and we exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to reach our arms up and overhead, come into a full body stretch, feet stay rooted as we lean a little bit to the left hand side. Move through center, lean a little bit over to the right hand side, side body stretch. Bringing the body back to the center, hands to prayer. What we're going to do is going to step back with the left leg into a goddess pose. So step back with the left leg, bring both feet parallel, heels in, wheel, toes out, sit lovely and low to our goddess pose. Keep that chest lifted. One more full breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. And then we inhale, stretch out the legs, reach the arms to the sky and pivot on the heels to bring both feet parallel. Moving into starfish, we open the hands to the side, take a deep breath in, breath out, pivot on the right heel and move in to Trikonasana, triangle pose, gazing towards the left fingertips. Take a deep breath in, breath out, gaze down to the front foot, Pivot on that back foot, and with as much movement as you like, we step in to a pyramid pose. So step that back leg a little bit closer. Square the hips off with the top of the mat and forward fold here. Remember, you can use some blocks. On your next inhale, we lift the gaze, bend into that front knee, lift the left heel up as we step back into a low lunge, Anjaneyasana low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Find your way into your crescent lunge back bend, opening up that heart chakra to the heavens. And taking a deep breath in. Breath out, hands to prayer. Maybe tucking the back toes under to lift up, and then pivot into Skandasana. So we bend into the right leg, lift left toes to the sky. Remember, use those hands at any point for a little bit of support. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out. Bend into the knees and lift back up into goddess pose. Sinking lovely and deep into that front knee. Into both knees. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, pivot on the feet to bring both feet parallel, and then come into our starfish pose, finding length through the fingertips, taking a deep breath in. Breath out, pivot on that left heel, move to Trikonasana, left hand slides down left leg, pull the right arm to the sky. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, gaze down to that left foot, hands come to frame it as we pivot gently into a pyramid pose, squaring the hips to the top of the mat and forward fold. So now we should be facing the back of our mats here, almost like a little bit of a mandala flow. On your inhale, we lift the gaze. Exhale, bend into the front knee, lift the right toes up, step it back into a low lunge, lower the back knee. Inhale, pull the arms to the sky. Exhale, crescent lunge. Sink lovely and deep into that front knee, open up the heart. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out. We forward fold over the front leg, lift the right toes up and pivot as much as we need into Skandasana. Maybe hands come to prayer. Maybe we use those hands to keep us balanced. Beautiful. This time, hands are going to come to frame the left foot and we pivot on the feet here. So now we're facing the back of our mat. Step back to a plank and take a vinyasa. So press off the toes, drop from the top or drop from the knees, but we take a vinyasa. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Giving yourself a couple of breaths here. Bending into the knees, sending the hips to the sky. Taking a deep breath in. On your breath out, we gaze to the top of the mat. Take one big step, take a few little steps to bring yourself forward, finding a way to a ragdoll. Take hold of the elbows and ragdoll the body from side to side. Beautiful. We inhale, fingertips to the mat or hands to the shins to gaze forward, find length. Exhale, bend into the knees, roll the body to standing, arms flow up and overhead to prayer. And then hands come to heart center, close the eyes, taking a few moments in Tandasana, reminding yourself of the intention you set. Tuning in to perhaps how you're feeling in this moment so far in our practice. Beautiful. When you're ready from here, we keep flowing. Inhale, pull the hands to the sky, find length. Exhale, lean to the left-hand side, keep the feet rooted. Inhale, move through center. Exhale, lean over to the right-hand side. Inhale, come back into the center, hands to prayer. From here, we're going to step back now with the right leg. So step it all the way back. Bring both feet parallel, heels in, toes out. Come to sit in goddess pose. Maybe challenging ourselves by sitting a few centimeters lower. Beautiful. One more full breath in. Full breath out, extend the legs, reach the hands to the sky, and then bring both feet parallel. Taking a deep breath in to open up to starfish. Breath out, we pivot on the left heel and find our way into triangle pose to the left-hand side. Left hand slides down left leg, pull right arm to the sky. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, gaze down to the left foot, bend into the knee as hands come to the mat. And find your way into your pyramid pose. Squaring the hips with the top of the mat. Start to forward fold here. On your next inhale, we lift the gaze, bend into that front knee. As we lift the right leg up, step it back to a low lunge. Lower the back knee. Inhale, hands to the sky, low lunge. Exhale, crescent lunge, opening up the heart into your back bend. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, hands come to frame the left foot. Tuck back toes under to lift up, and then pivot your way into Skandasana. So we flex the right toes to the sky. You can come down like me. You can stay lifted into like a half squat. The choice is yours. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, hands to the mat. Lift the body up into goddess, heels in, toes out, sit lovely and low. Bring in the hands to prayer at heart center. Find that lift through the crown of the head, Coven. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, extend the legs, reaching the arms to the sky and pivot on the feet to bring both feet parallel. Inhale, find length. Before briefly coming into our starfish pose, taking a deep breath in. Breath out, pivot on the right toes, come to Trikonasana to the other side, pulling the left arm lovely and high to the sky. Gaze down to the right tippy toes, and then make your way into a pyramid pose, now facing the top of our mat. Heels aligned, squaring the hips with the top. Start to forward fold. On your next inhale, we lift the gaze, bend into that front knee, lift left toes up, step back into a low lunge. So lower the back knee to the mat. Reach the arms nice and high to the sky. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, crescent lunge, opening up the heart, sink lovely and deep into that front knee. One more breath here. Before hands come to frame the right foot, tuck back toes under to lift up, and then pivot your way into Skandasana. So we bend into the right leg. Flex left toes, whew, all the way to the sky. Yes, taking a deep breath in. Breath out, hands frame, whatever foot this is, the right foot. Pivot on the back tippy toes, step it back to a plank. Take a vinyasa, press off the toes, drop from the top, drop from the knees, but we lower down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, say goodbye to downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, either pedaling out the legs or find a little bit of stillness. Short, simple, but so delicious flow to honour the blessing full moon. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, press off the toes, knees to the mat, and then meet briefly in child's pose. Stretching the hands out, relax the forehead down to the mat. Rolling the forehead from side to side. Reflecting upon the intention you set at the beginning of your practice, darlings. And perhaps deciding to maybe release the intention here under the light of the full moon with your exhales, or take it with you beyond the mat, sealing it with your inhales. On your next inhale, we're going to press hands to the earth and gently roll the body to a tabletop position. Taking a few cat-cows. Inhale to drop the chest. Exhale to curve. Inhale, drop the chest. Exhale to curve. Once more. Before crossing the ankles behind you, move all the way back into a comfortable seated position. Rolling shoulders away from the ears, relax the back of the hands onto the knees, palms facing towards the full moon above. Feeling blessed, feeling magical, and feeling restored here. Having taken the time under the light of the full moon to ourselves, dedicating that time to our mind, our body, our soul, and to our journey, both on the mat and beyond. Sealing this energy we've created today, we bring hands to prayer, taking a beautiful deep breath in. On your breath out, bow low. With love, with gratitude, with blessings to ourselves, to those who joined us in this YouTube coven, and from me to you, thanking you so very much for allowing me to guide you through today's 20-minute practice to honour and celebrate the blessing full moon. I really hope you enjoyed exploring Chandra Namaskar, our moon salutations. If you enjoyed the flow, I would appreciate any kind of support of my little channel by maybe liking this video or even subscribing. And if you are looking to flow with this moon salutations for a little bit longer, or to explore your spiritual journey both on the mat and beyond, then follow the link below that will take you over to the COVEN, my brand new membership area, where we flow together, we explore our spiritual journey, and we have created a really beautiful online community. Oh, I love it. So you can find out more about the COVEN in the description box below. But it was an honour to flow with you today, and wishing you nothing but a beautiful and blessed full moon. Blessed be.